Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Kane or Only Dubs here, and welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going through what I believe is the best in-game settings for Apex Legends. So, to start off, we're going to go over the gameplay, then I'll be showing the mouse and keyboard, controller, video, and finally audio. So, to start off, you're going to want to put your interact prompt styles to compact. Now, this changes is the description in the attachment section. So you can see there, it tells you what the hop-up is. I mean, most players can guess what this does now. Shatter caps and boosted loader. You know what they are. You don't need the full-on like paragraph description like Bangalore does when you pick them up. So just turn this off and then less screen clutter. It's nice and tight and compact like this is. Next, button hints. You want them off. This is the buttons displayed at the bottom of your screen. You know your own keybinds, okay? So you don't need to have these buttons on. It's a waste of time. Next, crosshair damage feedback. Turn this off. This is the X in the screen when you hit enemies. It's that. You don't need that, okay? It's just more screen clutter. You know when you're hitting them, you can hear by audio, and obviously you're doing damage to them. And that moves on to the damage numbers, which you're going to want to switch to stacking, where it's just the one single number, like that. And it just goes higher and higher. That's the best option, less screen clutter. Ping, you're going to put that faded. Obituaries, which is the kill feeds, you definitely want that on. Minimap rotation, you want that turned off. There's just no need for it, really. Weapon auto cycle, you want that on. Auto sprint on. Double tap sprint, you're obviously going to have that off if you're going to have auto sprint on. Jetpack control, I have on toggle because my jetpack control is my sticks when I play on controller. So if I'm going to press and hold it, it's going to mess up my aim and movement to try and dodge shots in the air. So I'm going to put that on toggle and I'll be able to freely move. Incoming damage, 2D. Alright, you know where you're getting shot from by the sound and the bullet trail. Taking damage closes death box. You want that off. There's no reason to have this on. It just really messes you up when you're trying to loot and you're trying to like armor swap or anything like that. So turn this off. Hop up. You also want that off. That just tells you when a hop up is attached to a weapon. You know when it is. Look at your attachments. Streamer mode. Get these. This is all up to you. These four here. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3. These five here. Sorry, are all up to you. I'm not a streamer. I don't get stream sniped or kill me snaps. So I'll just go turned off. Colorblind mode. I put this to Pro-Tanopia. Because since they nerfed it, or they say it nerfed it, they made it so it's actually for colorblind people. I've turned it down to this one just because I like the way it looks and it makes the game look a lot more vibrant. Subtitles I've got turned off, and then all of that doesn't matter because I've got subtitles off. Next, mouse and keyboard. Right. There's only one thing you have to change your mouse and keyboard, and that's to put your move forward. You're going to want to put scroll wheel up on key 2, and then obviously for jump, scroll wheel down. This helps with tap strafing. That's why you need scroll wheel up. That's all you need to scroll up for, and then obviously scroll down helps with B-hopping. What do we want here? Yeah, keybinds, these are real personal preferences. I keep them all the same. The only thing I changed is melee to mouse 5. I'm not really good at using them because I'm not a keyboard and mouse player, but when I do play keyboard and mouse, that's the only one I've changed. Controller. Right, crouch button. You don't want that hold. That lets you B-hop on controller. Aim button, hold, obviously. Survival button, I've got it turned on because there's no reason to not have it on. I mean, I don't kunai flip because I don't really need to. Like, it doesn't do anything, so I just leave that. Survival button on. Trigger dead zones, none. Menu cursor speed. You want to have this at a moderate speed because it really helps with armor swaps. This is the one I'm comfortable with, but try and have it somewhere at least in the middle area. Between where mine is and the middle is the good spot. Movement dead zone, small, inverted look off, vibration off. Turn vibration off. This actually messes up your aim. If you get shot, your controller rumbles, and that can actually rotate your aim out slightly. So, you know, if you have it off, you aim better. That's what I've found anyway. ALC, these are my ALC settings. I don't know if you'd want to copy them or not, but I got 5%, 2%, 2. Then yaw speed at 300, pitch speed 120, all of them at 0. Move down to ADS. So ADS yaw 115, ADS pitch speed 92. This is the thing I want to say for controller players. Turn your sensitivity down. Okay, you're a controller player. Your game doesn't need to look flashy. You have aim assist, use it to your advantage. Just have raw input with slow ADS. There's no reason for you to play high. Play high hip fire, okay? Play that for sure, because that's going to help you with like flick strafing around corners and stuff like that. But ADS speed, turn it way down, dude. Then obviously the rest of these on 0. Target comp on, melee comp on. Move on to video. Right, I have dual monitors, so I play in borderless window. If you play stretch race, you obviously can't play in borderless window, but I'm playing a normal 1920 by 1080. Brightness 65%. Field of view. Okay, my personal preference is 104 and 96. These are the two I use. If you're on a keyboard and mouse, I recommend just playing on max FOV. Controller players, I would recommend trying out 96 FOV. It is beautiful. FOV ability scaling, I've got that enabled. I don't know why, I usually have that turned off. And then sprint view, minimal. I don't see why this is even an option to turn it off and on. It should always be on minimal. Just stops your screen from shaking. Here we go. VSync off. NVIDIA Reflex, I have that enabled. That I've got that turned down to 0. Anti-aliasing, obviously going to have that on TSA. Texture streaming budget, we're going to have on medium at 3 GB RAM. This is kind of like the soft spot. The game's not going to look insanely good, but it's going to look good enough where you can actually still see the skins you're paying for. For instance, if I show you, apply that. Apply it off. As you can see, my skins still look good. Yeah. So the skins still look good, and the game's still running at 138, which is what I've got it capped at. Back onto here. Texture filtering, going to have that on 2 times. This is going to be disabled. Sun shadow low, sun shadow detail low, sun shadow detail, spot shadow detail, going to have that on low or disabled. Volumetric lighting disabled, dynamic spot shadows disabled. The only things I'm having on high is model detail and effect detail. Impact off, ragdolls off. This makes sure the game runs as best as it can. Even if you're on a low-end PC, the game will run well. And my guns and all the textures are still nice. They're still smooth. I can still make out what they are. Because you're paying for skins. You obviously want to see the skins. And then lastly, audio. I play 90% master. Push talk on, obviously. And then this is just what I've got. Turn that back. Yeah, so I've got all of this turned off. The reason I have this turned off is because I don't really need it. Music, I don't really like any of the music in the game, so I just turn it off. I'm usually listening to my own music anyway. Dialogue, now, my game's a bit bugged because the game will only run in Japanese. And because I don't speak Japanese, I can't understand what the voice is saying, so I haven't turned off. But if you're playing in English or whatever your native language is, keep them on, because the Legends in-game voice chat can actually help you sometimes with some of their quotes. Like Bangalore saying another squad, Wraith will tell you with her passive when there's someone nearby. If you don't have volume or voices on, it's not really hard to kind of tell. And then sound effects obviously to 100. Sound in background, these don't matter. You can put these to wherever you want, because this is just mainly this is all their personal preference stuff. But as for settings, that's mainly it. That's all my settings so far, and that's what I believe is my personal best settings for in-game Apex. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this video. If you did help any of these settings and you copied them, please let me know if they give you a, gave you a boost in game and how you like them. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.